Those of you that know me or just met me, please pray for your brother, because when you have a stroke, it messes with your brain, not just your some of your motor functions. I had put out on my Facebook page that I was 50 already, but then it kept plugging in and out throughout my thought process. Are you sure you're 50? I looked up what's called a date calendar, and I put the link in the description. Thank God that exists. But when I was in the hospital, I was 48 going in the hospital. Come come my birthday, when I spent it past, because I spent the first time I went in the hospital from Thanksgiving last year, that day at 2:30 in the morning until I went all the way through inpatient, all the way through hospitalization to inpatient therapy the day before uh, this past New Year's. I kept thinking I was 49 going in. No, I turned 49 while I was in the hospital. I'm still 49. My Because my birthday isn't until December. For those of you that think zodiac wise, I'm a Capricorn. So that's within the late December time frame. I'm not 50 yet. Just because I was born in 1973 and it's now 2003, that does not mean 50 yet. I don't turn 50 years of age until this coming December. I told my mom that, my mother-in-law that, I told my father-in-law that. I kept thinking I was 50. I'm 49. The first video I put out about misinterpreting tunes, I kept saying I'm 50. I'm 49. I am embarrassed, but not embarrassed enough to not post this, because this shows you how messed up a stroke can do you. Young folk and old folk, please take care of yourselves. Take your medicines on time and not let depression oppress you. My beautiful wife, Stacy, that do know me, will watch this video. Uh, she had died it will be coming up exactly 3 years ago in 2 days. COVID took her away from me. I let that and all the losses prior to that and after that, my uncle on her side, Uncle Abe. I felt bad because she, he, and then she, and then he, and then and in between that, my 17-year-old Shih Tzu, who I had to turn around and give away because the rent people did not allow pets, and of course I did sneak her in, but you know I just didn't want to give her away. She died, and I felt like all three of them, plus my cocker spaniel of 14 years, that died before me and Stacy came to Albany, Georgia, in 2014. All of those were under my care, and plus all in between that, with all the other junk that was going on between her sickness, his sickness, the dogs getting sick, and then I'm getting sick, taking care of all of these people. I failed, didn't give a damn what I put in my body, didn't give a damn if I took my meds properly or not. and allowed depression to oppress me to where I I basically caused the stroke. Now I know you say, Vic, don't blame yourself. I have to blame myself because there are people that have strokes that are not their fault. This is 100% my fault because although it's only 50% of the fault of my fault body wise that my body goes through everything that it goes through, you know, half of it is my lack of caring and letting anger and lust and depression uh, oppress and rule my brain, along with along with the other half of it, especially physically and mentally rather, is being the stuff that I endured during my army tenure, mostly during my active duty tenure. Some some in my reserve tenure, but mostly my active duty tenure. So I want to say unto everyone, take the hell care of yourself. Do not end up like me or like anyone else that will allow the wrong decisions from depression take you down, because it has come full circle to where I'm getting nurses aid. I'm receiving nurses aid and bi-monthly nurses checkups, and I keep having to receive occupational therapy every so often. Okay, don't put yourself down that road. If you end up down that road through no fault of your own, God bless you. God knows that if it's through 100%, whatever you're going through, no fault of your own, then that test, trial, or tribulation is just put in your life to make you stronger. This, I have no choice but to be strong for. God will still get his glory through me regardless. That's why God had it programmed in me to be who I be. I'm going to continue to survive and thrive as long as his grace and mercy and my right thinking and right appetite will allow me. Keep that in mind. Those of you that know the words of prayer, pray for your army bro. Retired army bro. Medically retired army bro. Let me quit rambling. Peace out.